Hiya, this is Netty, and welcome back to Big and Little Thoughts with me and Tomahawk. Say hello. Use your words.
Hello! My voice. I wonder why my voice is wrecked every day.
But yeah, so as promised, this week we are talking about
Jelly beans.
No, drum roll.
Okay, we're talking about drum rolls.
No.
So you can do little ones, big ones. Okay, I'm drum rolling.
Social media. And I know we told you what it was going to be last week, and I know it shows in the thumbnails what it's going to be, and it says it in the title, but we still like to have a drum roll.
Everyone loves a drum roll. Ask my marching band.
A marching band, yeah. So, yeah, we are back and we are talking about social media. So, Tomahawk.
I like that.
What was... Tom has lost
Sorry.
his marbles. Tom, what was the first social media platform you used?
MySpace.
Yes, that's same as me.
I wasn't cool enough for Bieber. I had MySpace.
No. MySpace was so cool though. Like, if you guys don't remember it,
you guys don't remember MySpace. MySpace was awesome.
It was cool. Like, you could pick your top friends and have them in a little area on the side. You could have
favorite song.
Yeah. So as soon as someone clicked onto your profile, like, you could select a song to like play in the background that represented you
as an individual. Yeah,
it was cool. And you could pick like a theme in the background and stuff. What happened to MySpace? Why did that ever go?
I think MySpace got very like into music and stuff, promoting music artists
Yeah,
and stuff, and it became more of a music kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I remember my first MySpace profile picture.
I can't.
Long hair
and everyone was friends with that Tom
guy. So he created MySpace.
He was like the person who like created MySpace.
It was like the Mark Zuckerberg of.
Yeah.
MySpace.
And so it was like you automatically were friends with him when you joined, so it was sort of like everyone was friends with him.
He always just send me off messages.
It was just sort of like that. But yeah, so MySpace was like my first one as well, which is cool. Do you ever look back over your social media and like sort of cringe, like if you went back a few years, like ooh?
On Facebook, Facebook's bad. Like it pops up like now and again saying, "This was you 4 years ago."
Yeah.
Like, oh no!
Why was I doing that? And why did I post that publicly?
Someone tags you in a picture and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Worst.
I've put like everything private now. Pretty much.
Probably do the same.
Just because there's so much like cringy stuff, I'm just like, oh no, why did I do that? Why did I have my hair like that? Why was I wearing that top? What was I doing? It's
my fashion sense hasn't got any much better since I was in my early 20s. So yeah, still the same.
The
Hats,
stuff you
hoodie.
I guess you've been sort of the same. I've changed a lot over the years. So like my hair is now this long. It's taken me this many, like a few years now to get from I had hair like that sort of length. I'm kind of like putting my hands on top of my head for Tom's view, but it's like I have really short hair.
She used to have dreadlocks and now she hasn't.
Like around the back and the sides were like shaved. I did like it though. I do miss it. It dried so much quicker in the mornings.
I had long hair and I was bald.
Yeah.
My hairstyle.
Yeah, I guess it must be weird for you. Like you've got like the changes of like having like long hair.
I didn't get to shave.
You didn't even. Oh my gosh! So if your hair came back, would you know how to shave? Would you
I don't know
cut
how to shave.
yourself?
I've never shaved. Never shaved in my life. I don't know how to do it. If I ever have a child, and if I have a child and they want,
I hope you're not going to shave your child.
I've always wanted to do this. Daddy, shave me. Yeah, like if I ever get to that point and my kids start wanting to shave, obviously, hopefully, the boys and stuff, not the little girls. Like, how do I shave my face, Dad? Well, ask your mum. Yeah, what? No, YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be YouTube.
YouTube. Ask Uncle Squid how to shave. He knows. No idea.
How have we gone from social media to shaving?
I don't know.
It's only the first question. I was like, just for a second, then I was like, wait, what subject is this again? And then I just remembered.
Magpies. We just go off on tangents the whole time, so I never get anything done with life.
But yeah, no, social media full of cringe moments.
Yes.
Do you ever look back? Oh no, that's the same question.
Do you ever look back at the question you just did and think, bit cringy?
What social media do you use the most?
Ooh, probably Twitter, but Instagram I use a lot too.
See, it used to be for me Instagram, and then when they made like the changes and stuff,
She doesn't like change.
I don't like it.
She's a creature of habit. She loves like.
Yeah, but like
you
all
know, the grass to be green, the sky to be blue, and Dr.
No, but
Pepper
it's
to be
like-
that flavour. Like
no, but the changes are silly. So a tag, so it's not. They're choosing what they think you want to see. So say for example, if I've favorited a certain, like for example, where I favorited a lot of Tom's pictures over the years. Instagram then thinks.
Come on, look at this. Look at this. Like,
But then Instagram then thinks like,
finds
oh,
loads of
she
old
must want
bald
to see.
people to favourite.
No, it'll then be like, oh, she must like to see Tomahawk's post and do that. But
They
then,
do.
yeah, but because like it then means like, say, for example, if someone has done one piece of artwork for me and never done anything for me before, they send it to me and it gets pushed back behind all the stuff. All the other stuff. So it means like it's showing you the stuff that it thinks you want to see because you've been overactive with that person's stuff. But then the new people who you haven't seen, they get pushed behind. Like, so I used to be really, really like good with sitting down at the end of the evening, my wind down before going to bed, and I used to go through all my tagged pictures on Instagram, comment, like, and all of that. But now it's all a weird order. And so now I'll click on a post, I'll be like, oh, that's nice. I'll be like, oh, I favorited that. Oh, it was from May last year. And it's at the top of my feed. So that's really weird. And it also, for us, it's gone down. So because it's then, if someone hasn't been liking our stuff, they now don't necessarily see it because it doesn't come up on their feed that we've posted because... Yeah, so I used to love Instagram. I used to use it so much. I used to do a minimum of 1 post a day, sometimes 2. I used to be really overactive with like chatting to everyone and everything on it. But like I've gone off it now because of that. It's like it's all a weird order, and I don't know. I can't keep up with what I'm doing. Yeah, like I'm missing stuff, and then or I'm seeing something or I'm seeing certain things like loads of times because it's come up like right at the start. So I would say I use Twitter more now, but I definitely used to be Instagram. Instagram was by far my favorite. But yeah, you having a sip?
I was
A little slurp.
cheeky. I want to get sponsored by Volvic. I'm just saying. I drink some like Volvic Touchy Fruit. If you're out there, mums and dads work for there. Give me a push.
He does. He always has the strawberry one.
I've got a lemon and lime today.
Have you?
On the edge.
Living on the edge. What do you like about social media?
Very good at. I find social media a lot more easier and better to interact with you guys. If you're gonna tweet me, I'll pretty much like it or respond to it. Same with Instagram, as opposed to YouTube comments when stuff can kind of get lost through first, second, third, fourth. It's my sister's birthday. It's my cat's wedding. You know, all the usual kind of stuff.
I'm first.
I
You
was
are.
first.
No,
do you
I am.
want to take this outside? No. Do you want to take this outside? No. Whoa. Yeah.
Stop arguing on Tom's video. It will make him
Just,
sad.
Yes. Like if you hate people who say like first comment or
Wait, Tom. Maybe stop talking about this for now because the next question is what do you dislike? So let's stick with what we like first.
I like interacting with people. If people tag me and stuff, I can speak to them. It's very easy to do. It's nice to see what everyone's done. I like Twitter because I like putting a nice little tweet out in the morning, letting everyone have a good day. I like social media in that respect because it's very good at getting to know people.
Yeah, I think it's quite nice because, like, say if something happens, like something funny happens or something silly, like you can't always like portray it in a video or talk about it or like show it or something like that. And so it means like you can on social media you can kind of have that kind of. It's almost like seeing a little bit more, like almost being a little bit more real life, isn't it? Yeah. And it's really cool being able to interact with everyone. And like the fact, like when people do us artwork or something like that, it's so nice to see it, or pictures, or when we've been to an event and get all the pictures of like the times together. It's really cool.
social media is great for letting people know what's happening as well. Like literally, like if something's happening in the world, it will be on Twitter. And you can find out about it.
Yeah.
Like for instance, last night I found out that Casey Neistat was stopped doing his daily vlogs.
Yeah.
And then I saw that on Twitter and then checked it on YouTube. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
So it's great for letting people know what's happening.
Yeah.
And
No.
memes.
And memes always.
Memes.
But no, yeah, and it is
it's a useful tool, helps people connect and get together.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. It's like being able to, like, say for example, on my Facebook, I have friends on there who were like my friends like 10, 15 years ago, and like I'm not really friends with them anymore, but sometimes it is nice to see what they're up to, or be like, oh gosh, they've had a kid, or like, oh wow, like look at that. And it's like it's almost like, it is quite cool, like with Facebook when it does, they're like 3 years ago today you were doing this, and it's like, oh my gosh, that was 3 years ago today, like that's so cool. It's like almost like a diary, but one that you can like see images and see what you were thinking or saying then. It's almost like a blast from the past. It's quite cool.
I like that.
What's the thing you dislike about social media then?
Dislike on social media, people ganging up on somebody. For me, okay, so for social media, Twitter for me, if anything's kind of like going wrong and stuff on Twitter and stuff, it's easily dealt with. Like, you can, if someone's been nasty, inappropriate, anything else, you can nip it in the butt straight away. For me, what I don't like is Instagram, because Instagram, everyone feels, now everyone's got the right to opinion, which I respect, but Instagram is the worst for me for policing. Like, I put up a post, it's just like, you get all these comments and you just say like, guys, just chill out, please. Yes, I'm bald, I didn't realise until this morning, just give me a second to adjust myself. Like, so for me, Instagram is a great tool to have, but it's also, it's a pain sometimes.
Yeah, I would say bullying is the worst thing on social media. Like, just seeing people being like nasty, and everyone seems to be a little bit more brave when they're just typing it behind a keyboard kind of thing. And like, and the other worst one is I really hate attention seekers on social media.
Oh yeah.
When it's they'll just put a message out like, I'm so sad, and they won't say anything else.
I really enjoyed the Dominoes, but and then you want to know what else? Like, what else about the Dominoes? Tell us.
It's just they're just looking for people, or they'll like put out a post like, oh, I feel so ugly. It's like, you're just looking for people to say, no, oh, you're so pretty, like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, don't do that. Don't be an attention seeker. It makes me mad.
Hey.
Yeah.
Am I pretty?
You're beautiful. But yeah, no, attention seekers and bullies, they are the worst thing on social media.
Yeah, definitely.
Not cool, guys. Not cool.
No.
But yeah. What do you think about people making friends on social media?
Good. And we're doing 2 points here, or just the one?
You can give whatever you want, Tom.
Okay, great, because otherwise... Okay, me and Ned's a good example. She lives, somewhere past London, dodgy, down south somewhere.
Down on the south coast.
Down south coast, all that.
By the sea, by France.
By France.
That's what Minnie always says.
Minnie always thinks that Netty lives by France because she lives down south. That's Minnie's geography for you right there. So for me and Netty, we live like 5-6 hours away from each other. We met through social media. Actually, I messaged her on YouTube, and then she messaged me on Twitter about something, but she claims she made it first. Anyway, besides the point. So like, it's great for, you can make friends who live like absolutely miles away. Like, I've got friends in America, all over the world pretty much, and I communicate to them by social media. It keeps the friendship going. The bad points about social media and friendships is you need to be aware of who you're talking to.
Yeah.
You cannot just take somebody's word for it. If I could just say now, Netty, my name is Ronald.
Hi Ronald, how are you?
I'm fine. I have a friend called Hermione and Harry.
Can they be my friend too?
I am a redhead. I enjoy wizarding stuff. Do you know what I mean? You can pretend to be anyone on social media, so you need to be careful of who you're speaking to. Also, you should not have in not just my opinion, but also it's stated you shouldn't have not social media until you're 13.
Should we get onto that in a minute? Because that's another question.
It is. But yeah, it's good, but be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Good, but careful. Good, but it's like crossing a road.
I think it is really cool that people are able to meet all over the world. Like, you can have friends everywhere, and it's really good because, like, it means there's, like, less of a separation around the world. Like, having friends in Australia, America, like, France, Germany, like everywhere. And so it means that like, say if I'm going to America, there's like loads of people I contact, like Mousy and things like that. I'll be like, hey, I'm coming, like, can we meet up, can we do something? And it's really cool. Like, that side of it is like amazing and really, really special. But safety is really important, and I do actually recommend, like, if you are a bit younger, like, let your parents have like a login, and don't sort of like, or like have it, like, don't DM people really, like, try and keep everything you can public.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because, like, there's no real reason for it. Like, just keep everything public. Like, just message each other like that. Or if you do have to DM, like, even have it as a 3-way DM. Always have like someone else there as well. That's what I think. Like, I say, that is because, again, like, people aren't always who they say they are. Exactly. Like, someone could be pretending to be someone they're not, or whatever. But, like, even like Tom and I, like, obviously we know that we're nice people, but, like, you guys don't really know that. All you know is all you know is what we portray of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's like, really, Tom's really mean, and he really smells.
Netty's actually 6'4".
Can you imagine, like, going to an event and being really tall? Like,
all the pictures of us together, she's kneeling down.
Yeah. It's so funny. But yeah, no, safety is obviously one of the main. It's great meeting people and great having friends. Never, ever, ever meet up with someone without telling anyone where you're going or who it's with.
Exactly.
Never, ever, ever. And if anything, always try and go with someone else. But always tell a parent or guardian or friend or someone like that. And, like, always have, like, a mobile with you.
Road.
Yeah. There's a bit of fluff just flew in front of my thing. Yeah, it was just like, because suddenly, like, I think it was where I was playing with I've got, like, really long socks on. And I was like playing with it, and a bit of fluff.
We need to do a bigger little thoughts on comfort, because some of it got. Jeez.
Yeah. My laugh then. That was really weird. Yeah. No, but safety is obviously really, really important. So what not to do on social media?
Don't post anything that you're not happy for everyone to see.
Yes, that is a really, really good point. Even if you're sending something privately to someone, there's always a risk. Like, don't forget, screenshotting is a massive, massive thing. Everyone screenshots everything. Don't send anything privately, even if it's someone who you think at the time is your BFF. You might have a falling out over who ate the last crisp. Or whatever, you never know. Everyone falls out, like, there'll be arguments, and then someone will then send something that you had said privately to them, and then it will all kick off, and blah blah blah. So, and also, like, you never know, like, who can, like, access it. Like, I don't want to scare anyone, but with hacking and even, like, the companies and stuff like that, like, they can all access your private messages, and
just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Snapchat's another one. Careful.
Yes, Snapchat, we could be careful on that. Yeah,
very dodgy.
Yeah, and so that is the main thing. Like, and also, what not to do on social media. Yeah, and no, like, not just be nice to people. Just be nice, and if someone's being horrible or annoying, just ignore them. Don't bite. That's what I try and do.
Don't bite.
The odd time I'll bite.
Yeah, no, I haven't bitten in a long time. I don't really.
I did reasonably recently. Someone was like, can you pass on this message to Stampy? And I was like, no, I'm not Pigeon. I was like, no.
Zoe's here. Where is she? Zoe?
Yeah. But no. Yeah.
Feels.
Do you think?
Hashtag with feels.
Do you think we go on social media too much?
Yes.
I do.
Shadow of a doubt. My morning routine is, before I get out of bed, is I check Twitter.
Yeah.
Then check notifications on Twitter, and check the feed, post a tweet, check Instagram, check the tags. Check the feed, see what I might have missed while I've been asleep. Check YouTube, see how last night's video went, check through the comments, check Facebook.
That's exactly my routine, and then check emails.
Yeah,
It's
check emails. Yeah, exactly. Like, and
But-
that's every day, and that's multiple times during the day. The only times that we're not on social media is when we're at events, because we're too busy not to be on our phones.
But like it'll literally be a case of there'll be times I'll be sat there and I would have like I would have checked Twitter a second ago.
Like 2 seconds, we check anyway.
But then it will be like I'll just stop and I won't be doing anything for a second, so I'll just check again. It's like,
You'll
why am I
just refresh
checking?
that
I've
page.
just
Yeah,
checked.
exactly. Yeah,
Like why? I don't need to. I don't need to. I'm sure nothing's happened right now. But yeah, no, it is definitely. It's like just a force of habit, just checking it. Or the amount of times I've meant to have gone to bed, I'm sat there wide awake, still just going through, or like watching stupid videos on Facebook, or yeah. What advice would you give to a younger sibling if they joined like a social media form now?
I would probably say I'd probably kind of fill them in on experiences I may have had dealing with social media, kind of like the do's and don'ts. Kind of let them be aware of the fact that once you post something on the internet, it's on the internet, and anyone can kind of see it, speak, make a comment. Pretty much that. Just to try and be very aware of it. It's kind of like when you're at school and you kind of like pass a note to a friend, and that's just between you two and stuff. But when you put something online, like literally, like anyone can kind of see it and comment on it. So just kind of be careful on that front. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, which is free, freedom of speech and all that kind of stuff. But you've got to be aware that some people are not going to like what you put in any way, and that's just something you're going to have to accept. You've got to think of social media as well. It's good and bad. For these people are going to be positive towards what you put in, and these people are going to be negative, and you've got to kind of take it on the chin. Through doing this, I have gained a quite thick skin doing this, and I'd probably say this is the same for every other content creator out there. When you first start, you've got no idea about what to expect, and you do it for a while, and you can kind of see what people are kind of like towards you, and it gets you a thicker skin. So when people
Netty, you noob.
yeah, all that kind of stuff. So someone like, Tom, where are your eyebrows? And I was like, last time I heard, we were on a beach somewhere in Brazil with 2 models. That's what I heard last time. That's not my joke. It's Anthony's. That was a good one. He used it. But yeah. So, bear that in mind.
It is, I think like the main advice I would give is like be safe and just think about what you're posting. Because I actually watched there was a Michael McIntyre show the other day, and he actually got someone in the someone had tweeted like, oh, on the way to see Michael McIntyre, and they did like the hashtag and whatever. So they had seen their Twitter, and they went through his Twitter and started putting his photos up on the big screen at the venue.
God.
And he was so embarrassed because they were like kind of quite posy or whatever, and it's like, yeah, but you're embarrassed because you're seeing the people that are seeing it, but you're putting it online. Like, so it's
that would be embarrassing. Jeez.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because you're putting it on the internet, which means like thousands of people
if people
could
went
see.
through my Instagram on a big format, I would genuinely like. Not that it's bad. There's nothing on my Instagram, but I wouldn't post normally. But I just think it'd be kind of cringeworthy. It'd just be like, is me posing with a Costa or just that kind of stuff. I'd just be like, dude.
Yeah, but you put it on the internet, and so you like that's the thing. Like, it's why is it more embarrassing when you're in front of the people?
It's Michael McIntyre. That's why.
Yeah, but it's just it was an interesting concept. It kind of made me think like, would I like
that would be a good idea to do.
Yeah, it's almost
for,
making me
test.
think like when I post something, would I be embarrassed if this was put up on a big screen in front of an audience of people?
What's Michael McIntyre's Twitter again? Let me just send him a couple of your pictures.
You and I, sir, will fall out. I will block you on all my social media.
Then I'll turn up at your house to know where you live. Don't do that either. That's another thing we're going to go into in a couple of weeks. Never, ever, 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 ever turn up at a YouTuber's house uninvited.
The other thing to be careful about on social media, that it is like interesting, like, so never ever say like the flight you're going on somewhere, or
Oh,
what
God,
train
yeah,
you're on, or
yeah.
anything like that. Because if people know, like, someone could, like, even, like, they've had it done before, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've someone's been on a flight and they've tweeted out, like, what flight they're on, and someone's
Yeah.
phoned up the police and said, like, oh, I think there's someone, like,
Yeah.
who could be dangerous on the flight,
Yeah.
and then they get arrested when they get off the flight. Like, why would you? Don't give that information out. And even, like,
There's
I've
like
got-
people getting swatted. You've heard about
yeah,
that?
yeah. But
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I've gone away with my whole family on holiday, so no one's in the house then.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's like basically like advertising to all burglars and everything like that. Like, come and get it.
Yeah.
Everything's just sat there, no one's around. Like,
I've just
is
got-
you've got to be so careful with the
Yeah.
information you're giving to, like, strangers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and don't give out, like, exact locations. Like, what I'll often do is, if I'm somewhere, I'll actually put the post out after I've been there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it'll be like, I had fun when I was here, not I'm having fun here right now,
Yeah,
kind of thing. You do have to be really careful. Like, you just remember, just
People
think
do it.
you're
People do
you're
it. People
announcing
turn
it
up.
to strangers.
Yeah, exactly. It could be
Like,
anyone.
that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful. What age do you think's acceptable to be on social media? This is a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it does depend on the
It
person.
depends on. I think it depends on the format too.
Yeah.
Instagram 13, 14.
Well, what I think is nice with Instagram is you can have the accounts completely private.
Yeah, private. Yeah. I
And
like
so
that about Instagram. So yeah, I
so
suppose-
you can be active. Like, you could even have it, like, say if I had children and I had a young child and they were desperate to get on social media and desperate to have an Instagram, I'd make a deal with them as long as they didn't have anyone follow
add
them.
randomers, yeah.
Yeah, or even, like, just not have it that anyone can follow them, like they can't post. Or
Yeah.
what I know a lot of you guys do, which I think is really great, is, like, you don't actually post pictures of yourself, and, like, even if, like, say they've met us, like, they've covered their face and stuff like that, and so it means they can still be a part of everything going on and see
Yeah.
what everyone's talking about and what they're doing, and still put a comment down. But I do think that's quite good.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
But I do think it should be, like, kind of
I think-
monitored.
I think it
like,
should be monitored more. I think with people that are necessarily on social media, like, you can tell so easily, like, on, like, even YouTube comments and stuff, like, people of a certain age are commenting and stuff, and you're just like, you shouldn't be. Alright, so for instance, okay, I had one the other day, and it was something like, "You're stupid," and it was spelt wrong, and it was a picture of probably a 40-plus man. And that was
Yeah.
obviously his kid,
Yeah.
like, writing on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's good, that's fine, because then the parents signed up for the YouTube account.
Yeah.
And then they're kind of, like, keeping tabs on what you're
Yeah.
saying and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it needs to be monitored more. I mean, we're very good with doing this because we monitor our stuff. Me, Netty, and everyone else who kind of we associate with all do that. We monitor our social media. If there's anything put up that shouldn't be put up, we get rid of it, block them, delete them. So you guys, you know, swearing's a great example. Someone's Netty puts up a picture, and everyone puts lots of swear words in it or offensive stuff, and Netty will see that, she'll remove that, so then other people who have just seen the picture and look for the comments will not have to see that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I mean, there's sometimes, like, with younger people, like, I mean, with that though, like with us deleting comments of swearing and stuff like that, that is something we've chosen to do. Like, I've had it before where someone's kind of had a go at me because I've missed a swear on my comments, and they've kind of had a go at me about it. It's kind of like, that's my choice to do that.
Yeah.
That's not something I have to do. That is something I would like to do. I'd like to keep my Instagram as safe as possible, kind of thing, for anyone who's on there and anyone who would maybe be offended or shouldn't be seeing things like that. But there is sometimes, like, people who are younger, like, social media, it seems to be like sometimes certain subjects come up that kind of, like, I feel uncomfortable reading it, and it's stuff that we cannot respond to. And it's kind of like very serious stuff, and it's like, I feel like I'm not in a position to give any advice or say that we have got no training on certain things, and it puts us in a really awkward position. And so I think that's sometimes some of the younger ones that do that. So I do think anyone with a young age, the Instagrams and stuff should be monitored.
Yeah, Twitter as well.
Yeah.
Twitter definitely. Twitter's more open.
Yeah, but I think Instagram tends to have younger people
True.
than
True.
Twitter.
And Snapchat.
Yeah.
Snapchat's another one.
Yeah. What do you think the future of social media is?
It'll be. Have you seen Black Mirror?
No, I haven't.
There's this one, and it's pretty much people like they literally like they rate everything you do, like everything.
That's
like,
quite funny.
If you're like going for a coffee and something, they'll rate you on your service, or if you smiled or not and stuff like that. I hope it doesn't go down that route. Because I think we need to kind of like. I think we're at a point now where it's kind of like a good thing. If we go much further, it's gonna be. It's gonna be too much part of our life.
Yeah, I do think social media will always be a thing. Like with the future of social media though, like the things that have already happened that wouldn't normally. So for example, I saw a video the other day of it was a really horrible video. It was a girl getting bullied by some other kids. And it's just kind of like, but through social media, they'll be able to, like, because everyone's filming everything on their phones and stuff now, it's going to help people getting caught for doing wrong. Because you can't do any, like, if I was in the street and I randomly started, like, shouting at someone would walk past and be like, oh, that's funny. They'll film it. They'll put it on Facebook. And then, like, everything is caught now. And so I feel like it will just kind of continue more and more and more. And like everyone will have to be aware all the time you could be being filmed or having a photo taken off or whatever. Like I think the social media is just going to keep expanding and expanding. And it's almost going to be like, do you remember the Truman Show, the film?
Yeah.
It'll almost be like we're all in the Truman Show. Like it'll be like.
Let me out. I've had enough time now. Been here long enough. Come on.
Or like the whole world is going to be like Big Brother, like potential being filmed, like nowhere's safe.
In a
like
Big Brother house.
Tomahawk
is
like,
still here.
I just think nowhere will be safe. Like everything is filmed now, and it's a part of it's quite sad. Like when we went to the fireworks the other week, it was like I like said to myself, I am not taking any photos or doing any filming of the fireworks. I want to enjoy them instead of looking at them through my camera. Like, okay, great, they look lovely and it might look lovely on my Instagram, but I didn't want to ruin the time for me. And I think that's the thing that's really important that we've got to try and like rein back in, is that enjoy a bit of real life as well.
I tried to do it at Disney. When I went to Disney, I was like literally trying to stay off my phone as much as possible and take in the whole experience and stuff.
What do you think, like, consequences there will, like, what consequences do you think there'll be, like, later down the line? So, say in, like, 5-10 years' time.
This is very good. Okay, so I'm going to use an example from Facebook. Okay, I saw this program, I think it was it might have been last year, and there was this guy, and he was, if you to look at him, you think this guy's, he's well-dressed, he's smart, he's educated, everything else, and he was going for all these job interviews, and he was doing great and stuff like that. And then she looked through his Facebook, and at a weekend, this guy was an absolute idiot, going out doing stupid things and posting all this stuff over social media and stuff. So I do know for a fact that a lot of companies now do check your social media and stuff before. When it comes to like an interview process and stuff, which I really think that they're gonna obviously continue on into the future and stuff. So basically, if you're posting something on social media, be comfortable with it and don't have, I'm not saying you should censor yourself. I'm not saying you should like try and be someone who you're not and stuff, but just think like, it's on the internet, anyone can see it, and they can view it in any which way. So don't put a picture of yourself duct taped up to a lamppost or something. I don't know. Like,
something Tom does very often.
It's classic Saturday night. Oh wait, is it Sunday or Saturday? Sunday. I missed it last night. I was streaming. Oh god.
By the way, it's obviously Tuesday for you guys though. But like the other thing is, like, I know people who have actually, they have their social media under another name, like a random name. When they do apply for a job, it doesn't come up like as their name. But yeah, no, I think that is going to be the big thing. It's going to be people getting caught out for things, or like there's people who post videos or pictures because they're all chuffed and they think they're all really cool doing certain illegal things and stuff, and it's like you're getting caught for it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like bullies and stuff like that. Like it's there. I think it will kind of. I think in like 10 years' time, people like having camera phones and the kind of pictures they'll send or post or do all of that. They'll regret them big time later on in life.
Oh yeah, actually.
Like I do think it's something that needs to kind of be kind of taught now. Like the first wave of people haven't really reached the age of work and proper things yet where it's really affected them. So I think like the first wave, when the age like comes, like it will be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
But what changes would you make to your favorite platform?
I tell you what I'd honestly love to do. For me, I'm not saying this should be for everyone on Instagram, but for me, if I could set up something like settings, so I could have, like on YouTube and stuff, you can have key filter words and stuff pop up. So if someone wants to say them said words on your YouTube and stuff, and they'll get filtered out and no one will ever see them. I'd like something like for Instagram.
That's good.
So, but that's obviously something I want set up just for my account and stuff, because obviously if people want to swear and put whatever they want, then that's fair enough. But for my audience,
do keywords for
I want keywords. So if people are gonna put, I don't know, stinky butt brains 25 or something like that, because everyone puts that all the time. Don't put that on my social media now. You know, no one would see it. So I'd have like a filtration system just on the comments, and stuff like that.
No, that's cool. That's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
Instagram, if you thought of that, hook me up. We'll talk out a deal. Millions of dollars, thank you.
Yeah. Or for me, it would just be like put Instagram back.
It
wasn't broken. Don't fix it.
If you always do that with social media, it's like with YouTube. If it's broken, if it's not broken, they'll fix it. Do you know what I mean? Like
don't make changes that don't need to be made. It was perfect the way it was.
Listen to us as content creators. Things are fine. Stop messing with it. Don't take me off the internet.
It's like I can decide what I want to see. No, I don't need you to tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'd say that would be my biggest change.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, the other interesting thing, just to bring it up, Pop Jam has a thing on it that you can't go on it after like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was 11.
Or 11, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it just means like it has that filter for a younger audience, like so you can't be sat on it overnight. Just a little thing, just to slip.
Well done, Pop Jam. GG.
Yeah.
GG.
Just a little extra fun fact. But that is it for Big and Little Thoughts for today.
Yep.
I'm not going to tell you what our theme is for next week because we haven't picked it yet.
We need to
if
you guys have any suggestions, then hit us up in the comment section. Let us know, or on social media. So that's it. Big and Little Thoughts. We need an outro. I'm saying this every week until we get one. I really want one. Big and Little Thoughts. We need an outro. So leave one in the comment section below. Done.
Beautiful.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.